welcome Ricky Stenhouse, Jr. Ricky drives the number 6 Sam's Club Cargill Ford in the NASCAR Nationwide Series for Roush Fenway Racing. And understand you just came from an appearance in Florence, Kentucky.
We did. We just got back from a Sam's Club. There's a lot of people there getting ready for the race.
That's exactly right. And if you notice there in Florence, they have that water tower that says Florence, y'all.
Sounds just like Mississippi.
That's right. That's right. But, Ricky, thanks for coming by. And certainly this race weekend notwithstanding, you've had a busy week, or news-making week, I would say. And certainly congratulations on your future plans with Roush Fenway. And maybe talk about that a little bit, and then also how coming here to Kentucky Speedway, getting on the racetrack and you know, trying to get you a win in the Nationwide Series as well.
Yeah, it was a big week for us. You know, I got the call last week about it, and you know, I guess I didn't really realize it was going to be that big when they announced it. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, seeing everything on Twitter and everybody texted me, it was like a you know, like I won a race again. You know, people texted me and things like that. So it's a great opportunity. You know, I was kind of shocked when I heard the news. I thought for sure that we would be a 4th car, and definitely didn't see Matt going anywhere. But you know, you just got to take advantage of each situation that you're in, and we got to go into next year with you know, ready to go and learn as much as we can, and try to finish this year off on a strong note. We came in here this year wanting to win the 2012 Nationwide Series Championship, so we got to make sure that we stay focused on that. I say this week's probably going to be the toughest week, getting all the questions about next year to stay focused on this race. But coming into Kentucky, we've ran very strong here. I won my first stock car race here in ARCA in 2008, and we've had a strong run ever since in the Nationwide car. And you know, I think last year we were running 3rd, had to pit for fuel late in the race, and came home 8th, I believe. But it's a racetrack where I think we can you know, get the ball back rolling. You know, we were off there a couple weeks in a row, so I think this is the place to turn it around and get it back going again.
We'll take questions now for Ricky. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll get you a wireless mic. We'll go with Claire, and then Shannon, Reed, and then Joe. Claire, Shannon, Reed, Joe, Bob.
When I spoke to you, Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, when I spoke to you earlier in the week, you were sort of, it was still sinking in. Since then, you've talked to more media outlets, and you've had a chance to get congratulated by a lot of people in the garage. How are you feeling now?
Still feel great. You know, but I try not, you know, I was on the way up here, you know, rode up with Mom and Dad in the motorhome, and Dad asked me how, you know, what do you think? And, you know, I try not to let it get, you know, too big right now. I think, you know, I got to stay focused. I got to stay humbled and keep going. You know, you can't look too far ahead, and but I feel great about the opportunity still.
Let's go with Reed, Shannon, Joe, and then Bob. Reed right here on the front. Then Shannon, and then Bob.
Ricky, a couple of quick ones. Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Could you go through basically the timeline on how you found out about this? I know Jack's been talking about getting you in a Cup car for a while now, but exactly how did this particular deal come down? Do you get to pick the car number? And any plans for running more Cup races this year to prepare for next year?
We've been talking about running Cup for a long time now. I think it started back in the off season. I think Jack kind of wanted to run this year, but you know, I think the way sponsorship fell and things like that, and me wanting to run another year nationwide, got us that opportunity to run another year nationwide. We've early in the year we were talking about running some Cup races towards the end of the year to get ready for next year. So I think Jack had the mindset that we were going to do that no matter what. I'm not sure what all happened. You know, I just got the call Thursday that said that we were going to run, and Matt was not coming back. So I have no idea how it went down. I just got a phone call and never would have expected that. And as of right now, I don't have a say-so on the car number. I think yeah, I'm just excited to race. You know, we've been 6 for a long time with Jack, or I say a long time, a couple years. But you know, I think that depends on, you know, sponsorships and things like that. So I'll let them kind of figure that out.
Let's go with Shannon. Go ahead.
Shannon Spake, ESPN. Recently, Tony Uri Jr., Danica's crew chief, said that he felt that she was being put in some bad situations on the racetrack because the other drivers don't want to lose to a woman. You've been on the racetrack with her the last couple of years. Your thoughts on those comments?
Yeah, I can't speak for everybody else out there. You know, I view Danica as a great race car driver. I feel like she's earned getting here. And we're great friends off the racetrack, and I try to help her out whenever she has questions. Apparently, I need to go ask her questions about the road course because she was wearing us out there. So, you know, I don't race her any different than I do anybody else, but I will say I can see a little difference of other people racing her. You know, just going back and watching the races and things like that. People putting her in positions that are tough to handle the race car in. Whether that be sucked down on the right side at a fast racetrack, but I try to race her just the same as I race everybody else.
Let's go to Joe Menzer, and then Bob Pockris.
Hey, Ricky. Joe Menzer, NASCAR.com. Elliott Sadler was in here earlier, and he said that he feels that your team could go to Cup right now and be a chase contender. He said the same thing about his team as well, but just wondering, is that your level of confidence there as well, and what's the plan with your team as far as moving everybody to Cup?
Yeah, I feel like we got a great race team right now. Mike Kelly has, you know, we've got some new guys this year, but he assembled the guys in the off season that, you know, we never missed a beat from last year and started up strong. You know, I think they're one of the best teams in the business, and I believe in each and every one of them. You know, that being said, I have no idea what's going to happen next year. I have no idea if Mike's going to be the crew chief, if my guys are coming up. You know, I know that was the talk if we were going to run a 4th team, that they were going to come with me. But, you know, now that we're going to be the 3rd team, I'm not sure how all that plays out. I think, you know, we got people in position to make those decisions. Robbie Reiser's a veteran at this, and Jack, and, you know, everybody. So I'm going to kind of leave it up to them. You know, I can give my input, but, you know, I think they probably have an idea of what they want to do. I have not been able to sit down and talk with anybody yet. I think we're going to do that next week. So, you know, I got the call Thursday, raced on Saturday, and then been in Mississippi, you know, this week. So hopefully we can get things more ironed out as the year goes on.
Let's go with Bob Pockris, and then we'll come up here to Al Pierce. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Pockris, Sporting News. You talking about Danica, and you said that you're great friends. It could be you and her as the kind of the 2 main rookies in Cup next year. What do you think about battling her for Rookie of the Year? And since you are friends, are you trying to think of a good, like, on-the-side wager, you know, on who wins that prize? Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I can get her some wearing some Tony Lama boots every weekend if we were to win. But you know, it seems weird, you know, thinking about it. You know, I mean, we were a rookie in 2010 in the Nationwide Series, and you know, to be running for another Rookie of the Year sounds kind of different for me. You know, I think it'll be exciting. It's going to be fun. You know, she's learning a lot each and every week. I see her getting better on the racetrack, on these ovals, and on the short track. So I hope it's a good battle. I hope it's going to be fun next year. I know that we get along off the racetrack and on the racetrack, and it'll be fun next year.